Let's make this clear. So, there are 3 different victims, 2 surviving and 1 unfortunately is deceased.
Welcome to Opinionated News, where the you is always for you. I'm your channel host, Miss Open, and I'm open in mind, heart, and spirit. So anytime I'm here, you are welcome. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Opinionated News presents the Afeni Muhammad story, Untold Tell-Alls. Afeni Muhammad is still being held at the Macomb County Jail on a $25 million bond for the unaliving of Jennifer Harris. Afeni Muhammad is being charged with first-degree murder, carrying a weapon with unlawful intent, and also being an habitual offender. On July 23, 2025, Afeni Muhammad appeared in court for her probable cause hearing. When she was asked to state her name for the record, she said her name was Afeni Badu Muhammad, but she also goes by the Rising Phoenix. During that hearing, her attorney requested that she be referred to the Forensic Center for competency and culpability. The judge did grant that motion, and now the preliminary hearing that was set for July 30th, 2025 has been removed from the docket. And now Afeni Muhammad will appear back in court on September 3rd, 2025 to see if she is competent to stand trial. You may remember the ex-boyfriend of Afeni Muhammad, 313 Gravity, and Lola, the victim of Taco Bell. They both have some tell-alls about Afeni Muhammad.
I'm going to tell y'all every day for a month a story and something that happened with Afeni every day while we worked at Taco Bell, outside of the slash and dash with me and the shackles on the guy's feet as well. So one day, this is afternoon shift that we're on. So if you worked at Taco Bell before, you know how the food line is, how, you get the orders or whatever, how you make the tacos, how the line goes, slide the food down. Either it's going to go to who's doing the drive-thru, or it's either going to go to who's doing front counter. So on this particular day, Afeni is the person who is preparing the food. I am the person who is at the window passing out the food and collecting the money from the customers that are in the drive-thru. So there was a customer, and I will never forget this order. This customer came and they ordered three hard shell tacos that were supreme, minus tomatoes. They didn't want tomatoes. They wanted a supreme, but they didn't want tomatoes. And they ordered a Doritos Locos Taco Supreme, but they wanted the tomatoes on it. And they ordered like just a regular chips and cheese. So Afeni's pissed because she's mad, because she's like, why are they ordering a supreme taco and not getting the tomatoes on it, though? Isn't that the whole point of ordering a supreme taco? They could have just said add sour cream on it, because supreme taco is anything different but tomatoes and sour cream. So I guess she wanted them to order how she wanted them to order, which was just add sour cream on it, because it does more on the screen, like when you're making a supreme and you're taking the tomatoes off. And I guess it was more simpler for her to reiterate it to just be an add sour cream. 3 hard shell tacos, add sour cream, instead of 3 supreme tacos, take off the tomatoes. So okay, to any normal person, that would have been cool. Whatever. What does it matter? They're paying you. This is what you signed up for. You know what you're doing.
The next part you're about to hear can be triggering, so viewer discretion is advised.
So she proceeds to spit, not only spit, digs in her nose, and wipes in the shell before she prepares the taco a big glob of snot at the bottom of the bottom part of the taco where you will put the meat at, because Taco Bell has this scooper that looks like this, and it portions the meat out. So I'm looking, and my other coworker is looking, and we're like, you cannot be serious. I know that you are not. So we say something. Hey, are you joking? You're going to throw that away, right? And you're going to get new gloves and all of that. Like, you don't plan on giving this to the customer. So she looks, and she's like, who do you think you are? Who do either one of you guys think you are? They're coming in here and they're making our jobs harder than what they have to be. They could have just ordered it this way. Why order it supreme? And she goes back off into that.
If she would go to such extreme measures over how her customer ordered their tacos, what's the limits at what she would do? Obviously, she has none.
So she finishes wrapping up the stuff. Now, mind you, there's not a manager here at the time. It's only us three. We're short-staffed this day. It's us three. We're technically considered short-staffed. She goes around me. Now, mind you, this is before the stabbing, clearly, obviously. Pushes me out the way, basically. Opens the window and gives the customer their food and says, thank you, have a nice day. Oh, by the way, can I ask you why was it that totally switches her voice and everything? And when she thinks that they're about to pull off, and I'm behind her and I'm telling them, so I open the window and I tell them, and I'm like, hey, don't eat that food. I'm whispering to them because she walks off and she starts preparing the other order because we're busy in the front, we're busy in the drive-thru. I told them, she did some stuff to the food, and I just would advise that keep your receipt and come back tomorrow when our manager is here and speak to them and get your money back. I am going to say something to the manager as well to have them run their cameras. And they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. And I'm like, just go somewhere else, because I didn't want to have to fight with her about sending them back to the drive-thru and me re-ranker their order, or me having them come in the front lobby and placing their order and me or the other coworker making the food.
Here's the proof of the extremities that Afeni Muhammad will go to when she's angered.
So like I said, I didn't want to have to do all of that, so I just told them that, and I told them to come back, with the receipt, and I was going to let the manager know. So she's pissed. Like, what did you tell them? I hope you didn't tell them. You got me messed up. I don't know who you think you are. If you think just because you're big, you're going to bully me, that you're just going to keep messing with me. They're messing with my energy and my spiritual, and Phoenix is going to come down and get them. And the Pentagon and the Triangle are going to make you guys repent. You're going to have to answer on Judgment Day. So this is one of her next days that she's talking out of hand, talking out of her head.
Does Afeni Muhammad talk out of her head? Or does she just hear those voices in her head?
So I ignore her. I don't want to argue with her in front of customers. Like I said, I'm not a confrontational person. So what does Afeni do? She stops immediately making food and she leaves. She disappears and she goes into the bathroom. She goes into the bathroom, and this leads into her putting the shackles. This is the same day she put the shackles on the same co-worker that's with us. She puts them on his feet. So at this point is when Afeni must have went outside and went up under his car, because we usually take our breaks around the same time. So she knew that he would be going outside to his car to smoke a cigarette and probably get on the phone with his girlfriend or something. So after everything calms down, she's still going. Mind you, she never came back. She's still going. We don't know where she is. We're not looking for her because we're trying to get this line down. So that's when he then tells me, hey, Lola, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette, get on the phone. If somebody else comes in, I'll hurry up and shoot back in. We're thinking at this point she done left and went home because it's probably like 45 minutes to an hour that went past, and this girl still had not came in the store yet. So after, I'm not thinking of it because no other customers came. Neither one of them came back. I'm thinking like he's probably outside. He's probably telling his girl about this crazy shit that just happened with her, putting this big booger snots and spitting in his people's food. And that's when the situation with the shackles occurred. He comes back in. He pulls me to the side. He's shooken and he's like, Lola, Afeni was up under my car. She just fucking put shackles on my feet, pushed me in the car, got in my car with me, in the driver's seat, basically sitting on my lap, damn near, and has a knife out on me and is threatening me that if we don't stop picking with her and messing with her and mind our business, that all this stuff was going to happen. And it occurred for like 5 minutes, he said, and then she said, I'm just playing with you. I'm just joking with you. I was waiting for one of you guys to come find me.
If she believes joking and playing like that is funny, she has a weird sense of humor.
Nah, this stays at home, though. I'm not going to bring this to work because that wouldn't look right, I guess.
I'm like, bro, she's not joking with you. Go to HR, and I am going to the manager tomorrow about what she did with these customers' food. So fast forward the next day, the manager comes in. Afeni's not on the clock. She doesn't have to work the next day. She's off the next day. So the manager comes in. I explained to the manager what happened with the customer. I'm like, the customer should be coming in. The customer did end up coming back in. They did end up reviewing the cameras. And they said the way that Afeni was positioned, I guess they told the customer as well. Hopefully we could find this customer so they could vouch. That there was nothing that they could do because the way she was positioned on the camera, mind you, you guys see how small she is, that they couldn't see anything that she did. All they did was they refunded her money and they remade her and her husband and kids' order again. But guess what? She still was allowed to work after that. No write-up, no suspension, no nothing. I don't even know if she ever got a verbal warning. So, yeah, that's that.
Lola did say that she was going to tell us something every day for the next month. But unfortunately, she's unable to because she's going through some things due to her telling her story. But she did have one last thing to say.
Let's make this clear. So, there are 3 different victims, 2 surviving and 1 unfortunately is deceased. So Afeni, she SABBED'd 3 people. First, her ex-boyfriend. Second was me. Third was rest in peace to Miss Jennifer. So she already, before this incident happened at McDonald's, she had 2 priors. Not 1, 2 priors. Okay? She had 2 priors, which was the situation with her ex and the situation with me. And then, of course, what happened with Miss Jennifer. So I just wanted to come and kind of clear that up.
If you listen to Lola correctly, she said there were 3 victims. Afeni Muhammad's ex-boyfriend, herself, and unfortunately, Jennifer Harris. Now, if the ex-boyfriend was prior to Lola, it could not be 313 Gravity. So, who is this guy? We may not never know, but what we do know is that 313 Gravity has some things to say as well. He wrote on his social media, I know you all have a lot of questions about Afeni Muhammad. I will be doing a live stream very soon, answering questions and just talking about what it is like living with her. The real story is not the murderer. The real story is Jennifer Harris, a mother of 6 children who was brutally murdered, and her children who had their mother taken from them. Mental illness is real, and this is a devastating tragedy for both the family and friends of Jennifer and to the community of East Point. He is absolutely correct. The real victim, the real sorrow story, is Jennifer Harris, who is no longer here to raise her 6 beautiful children. With that being said, these videos are not to forget the life of Jennifer Harris, but to shine on the mental illness of Afeni Muhammad. Unfortunately, 313 Gravity never did do his tell-all. Neither did Lola, but Lola has been telling all of her business. Take a look at this. Yes, Lola lost her job due to her telling her story about Afeni Muhammad. Now, she did say she will be needing $1,500 to pay her rent this month, but she was also seen doing this.
Sometimes you gotta go on a date by yourself when your husband's acting stupid. Let me show y'all what I got. I got steak, loaded mash, a salad, a lobster tail, and the bread. So let's.
Nope. We're gonna listen and we're not gonna judge. Let's refocus, as this story is not about Lola. It's about Afeni Muhammad, the untold tell-alls. As we have been documenting the Afeni Muhammad story, we must remember all of her victims. The ex-boyfriend prior to Lola. Lola, Jennifer Harris, and also 313 Gravity. But we can't forget Wayne. Where is Wayne? No one has seen or heard from Wayne in over a month. The Afeni Muhammad story is not over, but for now, it's going to come to a close. But I will continue to ask these questions. Are monsters created, or are they born? Were these 5 victims her only victims, or are there more? Is she a rising phoenix, or a killing hawk? Was she born mentally ill, or was she just born to kill? What are your thoughts? Leave your comments below. Thank you for tuning in to Opinionated News, where the you is always for you. Signing out of Detroit, I'm Miss Open. And remember, anytime I'm here, you are welcome. It would be greatly appreciated if you can like, comment, and share. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it. And remember to hit those push notification bells